Hi, I'm Peter Reinhardt, and I'm here at the Johnson & Wales Demonstration Kitchen in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today we're going to make a boule, and we're going to shape some bread dough into a round boule. Here's a piece of dough, and this would be a typical size of a boule. You could really make them any size you want. They can be small, they can be large. And a boule is a shape unto itself, a round loaf, but it's also the first step of making other shapes, such as batards or baguettes. And it's very simple, but the key is to, after having risen the dough, and it's full of gas, to not lose all of that gas. To be gentle with the dough. Have a little bit of flour on the counter. You don't really need a lot. And lay it down there, and if you want, you can put a little bit on your hands to keep it from sticking. And then the trick is to try to create surface tension so that the dough, as it rises, will hold the shape of the ball or the boule and not spread and flatten. So usually there's a smooth side and a rough side. I like to flip it over and have the rough side up, and then I bring all the dough to a central point like that and just squeeze it. And that's the only place where I'm squeezing the air. You see I'm creating a little popping out of the dough to create some surface tension, and then you can put it on the counter and form it into a round loaf. And if it seems like it's not tight enough, you can squeeze it. You can even bring the dough around again, keeping the gas that's formed in there so that it doesn't all go away, and you're only squeezing the bottom. That's the one place where you're degassing the dough. But now we've got a nice smooth round ball of dough. This can be transferred to a sheet pan and covered and allowed to rise. Well, the loaf is almost double in size, and when it's this big and it's ready to go in the oven, we like to score it first. This allows the dough to open up even more, and I'm going to use a razor blade to try. It's hard on a round loaf to do this, but you can see that we can slit it open, and we can get about a ½ inch deep. You use just the tip of the blade, not the whole blade. You don't want to drag it, and you slit it through. It's somewhat easier with a good long bread knife. You just let the knife slide through, and you see how as it slides, I'm not putting any downward pressure, it kind of puckers it open. Now I'm going to connect the four corners, and we get kind of like a large pound sign here, or a square sign. And then when we go into the oven, we'll get oven spring. This will be the place where the dough will expand in the oven. We're looking for about a 10 to 15% oven spring after we add steam to the oven and let the bread kind of rise in the hot oven. It'll even be bigger coming out, and we'll control where the bread splits open by putting these scoring marks in.